Good evening everyone, Adrian Hughes here with HughesyTech, and tonight we're taking a look at the 360 J511 Dashcam. And this dashcam has been kindly provided to me by the generous folk over at gearbest.com, so if you haven't checked them out already, then please do check them out for all your automotive needs, shopping, clothing, electronics, toys, pretty much anything that you can think of is at a very good price over there at gearbest.com. Now this, as I said, is the 360 branded J511 dashcam. Now this is the first dashcam that I've reviewed from this particular brand. So they are a brand that have been around for a number of years now, and they do make also mobile phones. So let's take a look at the box quickly. As you see here on the back, it is the J511C here, and it is made by 360. It does have a 3-inch TFT LCD screen, micro SD card slot, takes up to 128 gigabytes in capacity, an internal battery here, 500 milliamp hour, so there's no capacitor on here. And also the specs that it is a f2.0 aperture lens with 165 degrees field of view. So this is an Aptina AR0238 image sensor paired with an Ambarella A12A55 chipset. So not the Ambarella A12S75 as you see in some 4K action cameras there. So it's a lower end, but it does record in a maximum resolution of 1920 by 1080 pixels. And we do have a omnidirectional mic and high power speaker, so it's good to see. Now this was manufactured, as you can see here, in March 2017. Also has the usual suspects for a dash cam, loop cycle recording, G sensor to record your footage if your car is pranked or you hit something when you are driving. Auto power and delay shutdown, and we have parking monitoring as well. So we've got parking mode. I've missed that there, as you can see on the side of the box. Voice prompt there, so that will be interesting to see. And we do have a Wi-Fi connection to your phone, and you can also watch videos live on your phone from the device itself. So much in the vein of the Xiaomi Dashcam that I reviewed a couple of months back. As I said, parking monitoring, automatic monitoring after the car's ignition is turned off. And that's talking about the G sensor there for emergency video there. Now this does record in H.264 apparently, and does record audio in AAC at a maximum resolution for the video there at 1920 by 1080 pixels. So let's go ahead and take a look at what is inside the box here. We do have a nice flashy sticker here for the 360 company there, and do have a support number there for those of you living in China or related regions for that particular phone number. Now this is the 360 J511C dashcam here. Got our little packaging and stickers on there, so we'll just leave that aside for the moment and take a quick gander at what is inside the rest of the box. So that was nicely secured there in that plastic packaging there. We do have a user guide provided here that is in Chinese there, and also, oh there we go, simple Chinese, traditional Chinese, and towards the back we have, get there in a second, we have English as well. So yeah, there, the 1/2.7 inch, there we go. So with a focal for an aperture of f2.0, as I said earlier, BGN Wi-Fi for connection, and just takes the usual 5 volt 1.5 amp power in the car. Oh, when you have a 6 element glass lens there, one piece of infrared filter. So we do have the option of using the app with this device, and we've got the usual safety instructions and what to do, some troubleshooting information there in case you run into any issues with the dash cam itself. So if I just see what else is inside the box here, please forgive me, this is a virgin unboxing here, so pretty much first time to get the rest of the contents out of here. Now this, I am guessing, will be the USB cables or whatnot, or the end of the power adapter there. Yep, it's actually the USB cable, as I guessed earlier. So this will be a USB-A to micro USB, I believe. Let's have a look there. Yep, micro USB to USB-A there. Let's see what else is inside here. Those chopsticks for a second, but it's actually a pry tool, plastic pry tool, to get behind the headliner of your car so that you can wire the power cable in a little bit easier. So that shouldn't be too much of a hassle with or without the pry tool anyway. But it is nice to see a company include that anyway. Hasn't been many companies that I've seen that have included that pry tool. And we do have down the bottom there, once I get to the other side to open it, a remote. So since the camera has Wi-Fi, we do have the option of taking screenshots remotely of video footage using this particular button. As you can see, we'll just go close up there. Nice looking little button, so much in the vein of the last dash camera I reviewed here on the channel. It's similar looking. Take a tab out to get the battery going, to just press that down and it will take screenshots there, image capture, to record any incidents that may occur on the road. So we'll put all that aside for a second and let's have a look at what is in the last box here. This should be the power cable, so probably a standard 3.1, 3.2, 3.4 meter USB-A to micro USB cable, and we have the car charger here, which is sealed in a bit of plastic here. So far not too bad a presentation here by 360. Done it very nicely, very simply, but yeah, very nicely done. So that is a 2-port USB-A car charger there, the 360 branding there, and we do have 5 volts, 2.4 amps, and 5 volt 1 amp. So 2.4 will be for the dash cam itself and 1 amp for other devices in your car. Now I'm guessing that this little button there, sorry, not actually a button, an indentation there, is to indicate that this top one is for the dash cam itself. It's a 2.4 amp, and the bottom one there will probably be the 1 amp powered USB port there for your other devices that you wish to charge in your car. I don't believe there's anything else inside the box there. See what else is in here. You have, wait for the camera to get a glass cleaning wipes, so clean the camera itself before you put it onto your windshield. This is a nice touch here. We have a Toshiba Xperia 16 gig micro SD card. Now this looks like it is a class 10. It's got the one there, U1, so it's I'm guessing it's probably a class 10 there. Now, as I've said here on the channel before, I do recommend that you do go for cards such as Alexa 300X or 633X because they have the better TLC flash memory in comparison to the normal SanDisk cards, which have only got MLC, which are prone to failure, and actually quite a few of Dashcam companies actually block the installation of that particular Dashcam, not Dashcam, sorry, memory card, because it is prone to failure and write errors. So it looks like I was mistaken. Now we usually get a power cable with the dash cams, but it doesn't look like we have one here, which is a bit of a bummer, but you're gonna have to provide that at your own cost. It's very strange to see actually, because this is actually the first one that hasn't been provided. Now this here is a mount, so this is the mount to obviously put this on your windshield there. Interesting to see. Oh, that just tightens up whatnot, as you can see, a little suction cup there. So lock and unlock. Interesting to see how the actual dash cam fits in here, unless it goes like that. That probably makes sense. Let's see. Just bear with me as I have a quick play around with this thing here to see how it actually will fit. Again, this is something that I haven't seen before. I've seen separate mounts there, but never a one-piece solution here. Anyway, before we get into that, let's just take all the stickerage off here. Safety warnings, whatnot. There's a nice build to this dash cam, as you can see here. We've got some little safety warnings here. Your class 10 TF card is recommended. Blah, blah, blah. Use provided glass cleaning wipes to clean the mounting area of your car's windshield. Fasten the nut between the suction disc and the mount. Must format the TF card before first use. Adjust the shooting angle to horizontal position. Install app and select a Wi-Fi, relevant Wi-Fi connection for the app. And the Wi-Fi password is the last 10 digits of the serial number sequence, which should be on the bottom there somewhere. So yeah, it's good to see that they've spelt it all out. So for those people that are just raring to go and can't be bothered reading the manual, they can get stuck right in. And this is a nice pattern. Now, this is not actually like the colors that shine when you have a disco ball, because that's what it looks like on camera here. Isn't quite the same, but the patterns do refract and change as you change the angle of the light shining on the actual dash cam. And I must say, this is very, very nice. I did like the previous Xiaomi camera before, the Magia one, as it did have a nice build, a nice soft touch plastic, sorry. This is much in the same vein here, and yeah, just a nice pattern, reflecting pattern here is quite nice. It'll be interesting to see how it fares in direct sunlight on a sunny day, but I can say straight off the bat that build quality feels very solid. I can tell here that yeah, very nice, and a lot of attention has been put into the design of this dash cam. So not just another generic rip-off, but actually some thought has been put into this. I don't believe there's anything else I need to rip off here. We need to give that a bit of a wipe down before I put it installed into the car. As you can see here, field of view 165 degrees, aperture f2.0, and full HD 1080p 30 frames per second is the maximum video recording resolution that this dash cam provides. On the side here, we have the micro USB connection here and the slot for the micro SD card. Up the top here, we have an external. So it's interesting to see what this says here. Now, this is obviously not the power on, but a power button there. And we've got the warranty regulatory information there, serial number, whatnot. So it's interesting to see what that is. I'll have to check the manual. It's not something I've seen before, but I believe that the micro USB is not only for the data transfer, but actually for the to power the actual dash cam itself. So I'm just having a quick flick through here. Do mind me. Usually got this down to an art, but interesting to see here, unless it's a video output kind of thing for HDMI or whatnot. Actually, before I power on this camera and flick through the menu there, I'm going to give this a crack here and see what the see how this dash cam fits into the actual mount there. Oh, pretty straightforward actually. Nothing too complicated about it. I just had to slide it in there, as you can see. And the focus is caught up on my camera here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You just adjust it there to your windshield and remove this and flick this up to apply the pressure for the suction mount. That's pretty much it for installation. Pretty straightforward, which is nice to see there. So no screwing around and fiddling around, which is often the case with these mounts here. Don't believe this is a touch screen, but we'll find out in just a second here. Let's turn on this bad boy and see if it fires up. Wow, it's
insert TF card.
Okay, so that's quite nice there. Quite a nice jingle there. It's nice to see that they've put a bit of thought into the design of this guy here. So it's nice to also see that the dash cam won't boot up without an actual TF card. Oh, actually it does there. Forgive me, I'm mistaken there, didn't know that. So we do have some buttons on here. Now these are physical touch buttons, not resistive or capacitive touch buttons, sorry. Actually physical ones, so they do have
insert TF card.
Give and flex to them. And as you can see, I've just gone back in there and
Insert TF card.
it does have voice prompts, so I've gone into, this must be the video playback menu there, the event, and it's just told me just to get my groove on and insert a micro SD card. So this must be the actual microphone, as you can see up the top there. Turn it on or off. As you can see, that changes mute on or off. And that shows the current state, so the microphone, oh actually it's not, so it asks you to set the current state, sorry.
Insert TF card.
It's same, much of the same there. I imagine not much will change anyway when you review the actual footage there. Now we do have the settings menu, so it'll be interesting to see what's in here. Now you can download the app. So we do have the QR code telling us to download the app in the App Store. Wi-Fi info, we can obviously connect there. That's the password. Distortion calibration, I'm not quite sure what that is. That might be just a footage stabilizer of some kind. If it's a software one, I'm not too optimistic about what it does on any dash cam at all, actually, which is because of what it brings, actually. This is interesting. This must have a built-in battery, because I haven't powered this guy up before, and it has set the correct time, sorry, of the dash cam here. So I can't quite remember the name for it, but it's much the same as when you have on a laptop or something. It's got that extra memory chip there that does maintain the time and date of the device there in a low powered state. Do you have volume here? So this is the microphone. Not sure if it's a microphone sensitivity. It might be the actual. No, it's actually the dash cam itself there, of how loud the menu items are. So when you select them, that's quite loud actually, and it might be a bit grating after a while. So safety verification, it's pretty self-explanatory there. Sensitivity, that's obviously for G sensor. You've got parking mode, tell whether on an auto screen off or on. VT function. Okay, now is this Bluetooth? This is what I wonder actually. Now that, oh actually that might be for the button to, there we go there. Now that's for the actual button now. I was quite excited. I thought it was for anything else to use Bluetooth for. And then I recall, yeah, it's probably actually for the button that you can use for taking photos or video. So as I said earlier, to take a screenshot, you can use the actual button that's provided with this dash cam. So let me take it out again. This guy here. So that's nice to see that you can configure the function of it, whether to take a short video or a photo. You can also set the language here between English and Chinese. Format, factory reset, and we have the firmware version there, which is at 1.0.19e. So, I believe that's it in the menu there, and pretty straightforward there with the dash cam. It's not the fastest within the menu, but it does look pretty stable to me. Okay, I know that, yes. It is looking pretty stable there. And it does, like I said, have a nice build and a nice ring to it, and the menu is actually nice. It's nice to see that they haven't just taken the generic dash cam menu that comes on a lot of manufacturers' dash cams, actually put their own spin on it, and it does look quite nice. So that's going to do it for this first look at the free...
Power is disconnected.
Sorry, I'll start that again. That's very nice to see actually, that the voice prompts there are letting me know that the dash cam is no longer receiving power. So that's going to do it for this first look at the 360 J511C dash cam. This is a very nice dash cam, I must say. It looks very nice, and the proof is in the pudding, as they say. So we're going to have a quick look actually very soon at the dash cam footage provided by this particular dash cam and see if it holds up. So this is a new sensor, as I said, a Aptina AR0238 and a Ambarella A12A55, I think, from memory. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it is a new chipset sensor combo, and it'll be interesting to see how this holds up against other competitors in its price range. So do look out for my full review over at DashCamTalk forums. Once again, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And I'd like to thank you again for watching. Do take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now. Hi everyone, Adrian Hughes here. Sorry, but I forgot to add there on the video. I am sorely mistaken. There was a power cable included with the dash cam itself. I would have found it pretty alarming if it didn't have a power cable, but it does here. As you can see, it is a micro USB to USB-A power cable there. Does look like the usual length there of probably a bit over 3 meters. So, yep, it's full systems go here, full steam ahead as to see how this guy performs. Very, very, very optimistic and very much looking forward to doing so. So that's just that little addendum there onto the end of my 360 J511 dash cam unboxing and quick look video. Thanks again for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again on my next video. Have a good night.